Hero Shishigami. I hate him. I hate him. I said it last week. This week didn't help that cause at all. Inuyashiki episode 3. I know that this is how this manga gets down, but if he is going for villain of the year, then he's won. He's won hands down. I mean, I don't think there's been any villains in 2017 except like the Bondru from Made in Abyss, and we only seen what he's done in flashbacks. And, you know, Stain for Boku no Hero Academia, he doesn't count because he was an anti-hero. But for pure adulterated evil, this kid, he has no equal. He has won villain of the year, hands down. After what he did last week that set the anime community on fire, and what he did in this episode just adds to that, there's no coming back to him. And I tell you guys right now, if they fucking try to redeem him by the end of this series, I'm calling bullshit. I'm gonna call it how it is, and I am going to go in. Because no, there's no going back. I don't care what type of tragic backstory you try to pull out your ass to try to justify what he's doing or what he's done. And I don't give a shit about him caring about Ando, because you just don't do things like this if you're human. He's a sociopath. He doesn't give a shit about anybody but himself. I'm even questioning how he feels about Ando at this point, and that's probably his only beacon of saving grace. But for him to continue to slaughter innocents, besides the bullies, and I'll get to that in a second, but another family down, a dog down, because this kid is hurt. And people are divided on how they feel about him. Like, oh, he's so cool. Look at the thing he said about One Piece. Haha, yeah, that was funny because he's a damn sociopath. But we've seen last week where people were saying he don't care about anybody or anything. And he cares more about fictional things. He's crying over One Piece chapters, but he can give less than a damn about anybody else except Ando. And it shows, because he lashes out, he gets hurt. I guess, but Ando not being cool with what he's doing, I guess that shows some type of humanization of him. Okay, he was hurt, but you don't go slaughter a baby, a mother, a dog, and who knows what else just because you're hurt. 2 little kids, he probably took them out too, as he demonstrates his power to Ando. You know, he tried to get Ando to come back to school. He's like, you know, come back to school. These people won't bully you anymore. It was cool that he made these bullies submit, and he was like, don't touch him again. Don't say anything else to him again. It's the last time I'm going to tell you. But when Ando saw that he killed these bullies, he was like, look, I can focus on anything within like 10 kilometers. Bang, bang, bang. Just kill these bullies. Ando was not cool with that. And that's understandable. And to see him using his abilities for nefarious means, and, you know, it's one thing that, you know, even if I had the ability to do, I'm not gonna lie to you, if I can do it, I would get money out the ATM. We saw him do that, but he's saying, you know, I can do whatever I want. I can get money out of these ATMs. I can send a missile from China to the United States if I wanted to. I can hack into anything. There's not a damn thing anybody can do about it, because if they wanted to, they couldn't stop me anyway, because I'm fucking invincible. And it's true. And that's why this monster needs to be stopped. I mean, I hate this character. I like it because we have not had a villain this vile in so long, if ever, and probably like anything within the last decade. But his methods, it's like, I like methodical villains. I like villains who have a side of things that you can understand. I'm not a sociopath, so I don't understand why he does the things that he does. And it's because of his mental state and the way that he looks at life that I do like that they're focusing on, that he feels the way he did. It's like him killing these bullies and all the stuff that he's going around and doing. Well, Ando was like, I'm not down with this. I can't be friends with you. Don't come around me anymore. He was like, what's wrong? People were bullying you. I took care of the bullies. Problem solved, right? Okay, fine. I'll go. I was legit scared for Ando because I thought this little psychopath was gonna kill Ando, but I guess that shows that he cares about him. So there's that people are gonna say. But you can't redeem this character. You just can't. And I'll say it once more. You heard it here in my episode 3 review, that if they try to redeem him by the end of this series, I'm calling bullshit. I already said that. let's get down to more of the other side of the episode, because we got to pick up where we left off last week with Inuyashiki confronting Shishigami after the first murder spree that he went on, and the little coward ran away. He just put on his little wings and flew away. And I was a little bit upset because I was expecting a bout, but at the same time, I know that Inuyashiki needs to learn how to use his abilities, because clearly Ando has already put his time in and knows what he can do. Not Ando, I'm sorry, Shishigami. He's already put his time in and knows what he can do, but Inuyashiki has to learn. So that Astro Boy theme though, how about that? Inuyashiki is taking this loss that he had to heart because he wasn't able to save these people in time. And he doesn't want to do that again, which shows us two sides of the spectrum. Again, going back to the relationship between Shishigami and Ando, both of these guys can heal. Like, Ando got a paper cut and Shishigami healed his finger, and he is well aware of what he can do. Inuyashiki, he actually was able to heal a dog or a cat in this episode that got ran over. His life is just so bad. It's like whenever he gets some happiness, something always comes and takes it right away from him. He just saw two little cats going around. He was all happy, and then they get ran over. And I was like, oh my God, can this guy get a break? But he was able to use his abilities to heal these cats, and now he's going to use that time that he has, this ability that he has, to go and heal other people. He's going to heal people of fatal illnesses. He's going to heal the world and help the world per se. And I'm wondering if these abilities that these characters are using is somehow emotion related, because think about it. All we've seen Shishigami do is hurt people, while Inuyashiki has only helped people with his abilities. And if you go back to the first episode when he saved the guy in the park, that laser attack that he did could have easily killed those kids, but it didn't. It just, you know, scared them, just knocked them out to a point where they could be apprehended. And now we see him save someone else again in this episode. We see him saving the weak, something that he couldn't do. And what's so funny is that Inuyashiki has no hands at all. None. This guy has no fight. He has no scrap, and he shouldn't, because he's an old man. And how he's just running and wailing like, ah! It just looks like an old man is just trying to fight back, and it was not graceful at all. But the thing is, he has this invincible body, and he's so powerful that all he needs to do is connect, and you guys are down. But he's not graceful at all. It's like if they were gonna like make him do some Matrix shit, and he was gonna learn Kung Fu all of a sudden. No, they didn't decide to do that. They was like, okay, he doesn't know what he's doing. So I like that this series is aware enough to do that. Also, the Astro Boy theme though. How about him using the Astro Boy theme again? Me wondering if this is emotion related, because he was trying to find out how he can fly. He doesn't want to fail again. So he was trying to find out how he can use his abilities to fly around, because, you know, he's using the ears to get a distress signal, and he doesn't want to fail again. He wants to get to everybody as fast as he can, as quick as he can. And he started singing the Astro Boy theme to himself. And that's how he learned to fly it again. That wasn't graceful either, because we've seen this in superhero movies a lot too. You're not gonna get it the first time. You're gonna fly, you're gonna run into stuff, you're gonna crash. And he's not graceful at all. He's gonna get better at it, I assume, because he knows he can't be hurt. So he says, you know, if I fall, then I just fall, and I'm just gonna have to keep going. But even when he was flying, it was not graceful. He's crash landed on the ground, even though he is able to save people. But just like how he's using his abilities to help people, I wonder if it's emotion related or if it's some type of safeguard on it. Is it based off of your emotions? Because he clearly has a pure heart, want to do good things. So it seems like this robotic body and these abilities that he has is triggering towards that, more along the states that they know that he doesn't want to cause any harm, so he's not able to use it to a certain extent. Versus with Shishigami, all he's using his for is to be a goon, kill people, and do things that would be very dangerous. So I'm interested in knowing how this mechanism of these robotic bodies that they have work in the big scheme of things. Again, it has to be emotion related, because even like when, you know, Inuyashiki using the Astro Boy theme to motivate himself to fly, the hurt that Shishigami had when Ando didn't want anything to do with him anymore, to make him feel alive, he went to go kill more people. I wonder if that's like the trigger that he needs to use to make his power stronger. And if they does entail emotions at the state that he's in right now, things are about to hit the fan. They're about to hit it really quick. And if Hanako dies, you thought I raged now. wait till you see what happens if this dog doesn't make it through this series. I think I'm gonna legit break some shit because that dog is so cute and so sweet, and they always show him at a time where you just need to be lifted up. You know, Inuyashiki, he's having nightmares about not being able to save that family, and here's this sweet little dog just looking at him and smiling, and at least that warmed my heart. But yeah, overall, another fantastic episode of Inuyashiki, and this is episode 3, so I think at this point you should know if you're going to stick with the series or not. Me personally, I was drawn in it from the beginning. I recommend you guys keep going. Now it's a very short series, it's only 11 episodes, so I'm interested in see where it's going. But after episode 3, I'm definitely going to stick with it because I want this old man to power up, and I want him to get justice for this little demon. It's just like he's Shishigami, he's aware of what he's doing. Even like when he was talking to Ando, he's just like, you know, it's not any bullets, you can't trace it back to me. It's like, this kid is messed up in the head, and I don't care what type of trauma he went through. There's no excuse for his actions. And for that, he gets Villain of the Year. I mean, I've already ruined 12 days of anime as far as a category possibly with Villain of the Year, at least for me, because this kid is won hands down. So yeah, another good episode of Inuyashiki. Once again, hitting you on the ground with my hero. That man on a mission, while we're talking about other years, that man with the mission theme, that my hero, that has to be opening of the year. Very strong contender for a fighter from back with IBO. I gotta listen to them all again now, all the openings are out, but it's strong. This may very well be opening of the season. So guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here. Let me know what you thought of the episode in the comments below. Do you share my hate of Shishigami, or do you still think there's some redeeming qualities in this little monster? Definitely let me know, and I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here. So thanks for joining me. As I always say, you guys could be anywhere on YouTube right now, but you chose to listen to me. And I really appreciate that, so thanks for stopping by. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. There's no shortage of content for you guys to indulge on this channel, and this guy got me so triggered that I'm going off of my standard exit. So it's your boy Scott signing out. See you soon.